Everyone thinks that Loi Krathong is great for nightlife, but if you actually own a bar here, it's kind of the opposite. Hey everyone, Nolan Jax here. Now if you're new to the channel, I actually own a lady bar up here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, in the Loi Kroh boxing stadium where I'm at right now. And so here's what happened this week. Now if you are coming to Thailand and want to check out the lady bars but just don't know where to start, then please do check out my completely free ebook, Inside Thailand's Lady Bars. It's a deep dive into what exactly a lady bar is and how they operate. Check the description below for your free download. Now first off, what exactly is Loi Krathong? Loi Krathong is a festival here in Thailand that happens every year at the beginning of November. It's essentially something to release all the bad luck from the past year and move forward. Now this is celebrated in a couple of different ways. By releasing of these little boats that are called Krathongs. They're handmade, usually of plants and flowers, that you put into the water and it signifies releasing your bad luck. But you also light lanterns up into the sky for the same reason. Now they did actually limit the ability to release lanterns this year. They've been kind of cracking down because they have had problems in the past. So you have to go to specific areas in Thailand or in the area that you're in to actually release the lanterns. I didn't get a chance to do that this year because honestly traffic was just so insane, it was hard to get anywhere. Now this festival was only supposed to be the 5th and the 6th, but the locals do like to start early. It was Monday or Tuesday, you know, lighting fireworks or cracklers in the street, really starting the festivities quite early, and it continued on into the weekend. Now for us, in terms of the bar, Monday was really good. It was the busiest night for the fights that I've seen in a long time. Pretty much the entire place was packed. There wasn't a seat available in the house, essentially. So it was a really good night for us. Tuesday continued on in that same event, not quite as busy as Monday. It started to quiet down a little bit, but still a lot better than it has been recently. And so I was hoping that maybe this festival was going to be different. You know, I did a video last April on Songkran, on how Songkran really just was terrible for the bars. And I'll link that above if you want to check it out. And so I was hoping that maybe Loi Krathong was going to be different than Songkran. But once Wednesday came, it kind of seemed like it was going to be more of the same. Once the festival started, everything changed instantly. Once the actual festival nights hit, people weren't sitting in bars much anymore. They were all out here by the river and the bridges, floating Krathongs, taking photos, and releasing lanterns. And that's the big thing most tourists don't see. Festival participation kind of replaces nightlife. It's not that they didn't come to Chiang Mai or that Chiang Mai is completely dead. It's they're not sitting down, buying drinks, and sitting with the girls during those festival hours. Later in the night, some of the bars on the main road did pick up. They did start to get a little bit busier. But the clientele was not really what they were used to. A lot more couples or tourists who are not interested in sitting with the girls, but are rather just there to grab a drink after seeing the festivities. Yes, you're still going to see some guys who want to buy drinks for the girls. The back bars were very quiet. By and large, there was very little foot traffic coming to the back bars, and all of them were very, very quiet. It was so slow that I actually closed my own bar on Wednesday, and a few other bars did the same. There's just no point staying open as it was just such a quiet night. I even spoke to another bar owner on the main strip. She has a very busy bar on the main strip in a prime location, and she said the same thing. The bars were very quiet. Most people were either at Tha Pae Gate or at the bridge, not at Loi Kroh Road and in the bars. But the silver lining, after the festival calmed down and people were done with the lanterns, the bars did pick up again. We had fights again Friday and Saturday night, and they were quite busy. A lot more customers as we got some spillover from people who were here for the festival. So the money isn't gone, it's just delayed. So that's the reality of Loi Krathong from a bar owner's perspective. It's an amazing festival with beautiful sights and just a lot to enjoy overall. But from a business perspective, things were really, really quiet, and it wasn't great for a lot of the lady bars here in Loi Kroh Road. Festival hours pull people out of the bars and into the streets. And look, don't get me wrong. It's the same thing with Songkran. I completely understand. Why would you want to be sitting in a bar when you could be seeing all the beautiful things that these festivals have to offer? There's a ton of things that the different cities put on for these different festivals that obviously draw people out of the bars. I'm just grateful that we did get a bit of a spillover on either side of the festival that really did help us out for the week. Anyways, let me know in the comments if that surprised you, or if you've been to Thailand for Loi Krathong and you've seen something similar. And on Thursday, I'll be releasing a deep dive into Loi Kroh Road, Chiang Mai's red light district. So stay tuned for that. Cheers.